We passed some really strong conservative value legislation, but we have more work to do. We've passed bills like DEI legislation that prohibits the teaching and the indoctrination of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Instead, we should be teaching that people get ahead in life because of merit and hard work, not because of the color of your skin or the gender or the sex that you are. We've also made sure that boys played in boys' sports and girls played in girls' sports. It seems ridiculous that you have to pass a state law that would say your boys have to stay in the boys' locker room, right? But we had to do that because the liberals are fighting so hard to change this country. We've taken care of religious freedom legislation more than once. I remember voting for it when Governor Deal was our governor. We did it again last year. It's now the law of the state of Georgia. And so we continue to push good conservative legislation. Tax policy. For the last 3 years, and now we're in the 4th consecutive year, we have lowered your income tax in Georgia. We're going to continue to lower it until we get rid of it. The Senate has already passed a piece of legislation that is going to raise your exemption from where you are today up to $50,000. For your first $50,000 of income would be exempt from state income tax. If you're filing a joint return with a spouse, that means the first $100,000 of your income would be exempt from state income tax. And let me remind you, if you're in the room and you're 65 or older, you're already exempt from the first $130,000 of income. And so if you're already doing that, this bill does not lower that number. It complements it. If you're under 65 years of age, everybody's going to receive that same benefit up to $100,000. Last year, we passed a bill that would exempt veterans on their state income tax up to $65,000. Now, for the next 5 to 6 years, we've got to work on a plan to get rid of the income tax totally. We're at 4.99%. That's the target we're hitting this year. We want to go to 0 in Georgia. Can we do that? Yes, we can. It's going to take a lot of work by both the House and the Senate. It's going to take some super duper decision making. A lot of tax credits and a lot of exemptions are going to have to be looked at individually in order to backfill that loss of revenue. I know a lot of people will always say, well, how are you going to manage the budget if you cut 50% of the revenue out of it? You do that by growing your economy, cutting waste, and eliminating some of these tax credits, which we consider corporate welfare. And that's the plan that we're on. We passed that law just a few days ago. It's over in the House now. They're working on it. They have until April 2nd to come back to us with their alternate plans if they want to make some changes to it. And then the House and the Senate will get together and work out an alternative compromise. The other thing we want to work on is the affordability issues on property taxes. In my opinion, it is un-American that you have to pay property tax on your home, and if you fail to be able to do so, what happens? The government comes in, and within 30 to 90 days, they advertise your house for sale, they levy a lien against it, and it's sold on the courthouse steps to the highest bidder. To me, that's not American. People should not be forced out of their homes because they simply cannot afford to pay their property taxes. Am I right? Y'all support that?